So I had said in my last videos that I ordered a bunch of decks, and I'm really excited to use this one because I had to get it. This was something that was a huge part of my life, and I'm still not totally against it. I just don't want to do it right now and where I'm at in my life. But this thing, the deck that I got, this was something that was a part of my life that actually got me to tap into my spirituality and be philosophical and ask all these questions. And people that usually do bud, that's what it does for them. You become this person that's philosophical and just like all you want to do is laugh, right? It makes you laugh. So I do think that I'm not against it. I do think that if it's done in moderation, like ancient cultures, um, in like the Indian culture, a lot of them do it and they drink it as tea and they do it as a form of relaxing and tapping into spirituality. So I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily because it's a plant that comes from nature, just like um, other things that I've mentioned before that come from nature that alter your state of reality. They're not bad if they're done in moderation, if they're done once in a while, not something that's done consistently. But yeah, so this deck means something to me, and I just want to pull some cards from it. This is for only entertainment purposes because I don't know if this will be accepted or not. The stuff on it. So this is for entertainment purposes only because that's how you, if you know, you know, right? So I'm just gonna shuffle and pull some cards for the Divine Masculine. What does the universe, what message does the universe have for you today? What do you need to change? What do you need to work on? That's what I want to pull for the Divine Masculine, and then I'll do one for the Divine Feminine. But I'm not gonna pull a lot of cards because I don't know if it'll be accepted or not. So I just shuffled like basically once and like three cards flew out and I wasn't going to take it. I was going to put it back, but I'm like, they flew out for a reason. Let me just take them. So the first card that flew out was the Seven of Swords. I'll show you the image quickly. Right? So that's the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords signifies deceit, trickery, cunning, often involving dishonesty or manipulation. In its upright position, it suggests someone is acting strategically, perhaps taking advantage of a situation or hiding their true intention. So Divine Masculine, what the universe is saying to you is there's something that you're doing that you're being deceitful. You're being strategic instead of operating from your intuition, operating from your heart. You're playing mind games in a situation, and that's a form of manipulation because you're not being honest. You're just like being on the sidelines and not really making a move and just kind of being strategic and instead of listening to your intuition. So either you're not being honest with someone and you're hiding your true intention, you're hiding your true feelings, or it could be that someone manipulated you in the past and that's something that you're getting over. Someone's very strategic and manipulated with you. But if we're going to apply it to you, it's saying that you're acting in a place that's kind of cunning, kind of deceitful, and basically playing mind games, which is trickery. So the universe wants you to be like, get over this because that's not serving you. When you're not expressing your true intentions with people, places, and things, then that's just going to end horribly and you're just going to collect more karma on your back. So be honest. Don't offer from a place that's strategic because that doesn't work out for anyone in the end. And it just makes you seem like you're dishonest in the end, that you're in and out, you're not really making decisions, but you're kind of being in this place where you're like strategic about it. You're gathering information instead of just taking a leap of faith in a situation, whatever that may be. So it makes it seem like you're not trustworthy and you're being dishonest and you're not that person. So don't come across as that, because if you act from a strategic place, you make yourself look like you're strategic, right? You're being dishonest and you're being deceitful and you're not sharing your truth, what you want to really say. And let's just say that you know someone cares about you and you're choosing not to be honest. You pop back in their energy, but you're not saying anything to them. You're choosing to just stay on the sidelines and not have any form of communication. That's taking advantage of the situation and being deceitful because you're not expressing yourself. So you know that that person cares about you deeply, loves you, and you're choosing to keep them on pause without saying anything. And that's taking advantage of a situation. And you don't want that because then you incur more karma. When if you are going to pop back in, then you need to take action to be honest about why you're back in their life and why you're back in their energy and what the purpose is, right? Like, you need to just be honest about what's going on, what's happening in your mind, what's happening in your heart, right? Like, just be honest about what's going on. So the first one you got was the Seven of Swords. So they're all swords. Like, this is not the best energy to be in. But basically, the Six of Swords in tarot signifies transition and movement, often from a difficult situation to a more stable one. It represents letting go of the past, progress, and healing. In upright position, it says a smooth journey, while in reverse, it can indicate delays, resistance to change, or feeling stuck. So I think all these cards came out upright. I don't remember if I flipped it over by accident, but let's read it for both. Basically, for this one, is that the universe is urging you to make a transition, take movement, get out of this deceitful energy, get out of this place where you're being strategic, and take movement. Make movement. Go to a more stable place. Go to a more stable environment. Get out of if your environment's toxic, get out of that toxic environment. Go to a place that you want to go. Communicate with who you want to communicate with. This is how you're going to get stability, is by letting go of the past, letting go of past mistakes, letting go of past hurt, letting go of past pain, and choosing to move forward, because everything is about free will and a choice at the end of the day. It's not going to happen by you just staying stuck in the same place that you were in before, a year ago, 2 years ago, however long. You need to make changes and make movements. If you don't feel happy in the environment that you're in, then you need to get out of that environment. You need to, if you're not happy in the job that you're in, then you need to get out of that job. If you're not happy with the person that you're with, then you need to get out of that relationship. You need to let go of the past and move forward. And the thing is, it's like, if it's a love interest that you're holding on to the pain of and you want to move forward with that person, then you need to let go and have forgiveness, and vice versa. Communicate, be honest. And that's how you're going to be able to move forward with the situation. That's how you'll be able to get a more stable outcome from the situation. But staying in this like deceitful energy and strategic and taking advantage of the situation, basically, you're just causing yourself more pain and more anxiety and more stress, and not moving forward with the situation, just staying stuck and stagnant. So yeah, if this was reversed, then that means that you're delaying it, and what else did it say? And your resistance to change and feeling stuck, right? So it's just like, if you want to move forward and you don't want to feel stuck, then you need to make movements, make changes, get out of your environment, make the changes that you want to make, meditate, spend time in self-reflection. That's how you figure out what exactly is it that you need to change. And then the last card is, let's see, I have 1 minute left. Let's see if I can wrap this one up. The Eight of Swords signifies feeling trapped, restricted. I'm going to record another one. Hold on. So, as I said before, like, I just started shuffling this deck, so all the cards are probably together, and that's where the three of them came out together. But I felt called to take those three cards, even though I wanted to put them back. I said, no, I think they're meant to come out. But basically, you got the Six of Swords. You got the, what is this? This was the Seven of Swords. This was the Six of Swords. And now this is the Eight of Swords. So, the Eight of Swords signifies feeling trapped, restricted, and perhaps even helpless due to self-imposed limitations or negative thought patterns. It suggests a feeling of being burdened by circumstances or emotions, leading to a sense of being shackled by one's own beliefs. However, the card also holds the potential for liberation, as it can symbolize recognizing and breaking free from these self imposed constraints.